Welcome back, your freaks. In today's video, I'm gonna show you 4 methods to solo the Guardian. I have been watching the videos around about soloing the Guardian. So I did some testing this weekend that was double XP after completing the scoreboard. And I found some tweaks in the builds that I saw and also a very good alternative to you to farm the Guardian. So everything that you're gonna need is a Holy Fire, but you have more 3 methods apart from the Holy Fire. So it's a combination of weapons. So let's go into it. The new method requires you to be on top of the pipe in front of the console where you push the button, so above the ground, and also having a Holy Fire and a troubleshooter set of power armor. Mostly that's it, but you have some tweaks on the builds that I saw. So I got these builds from Smashy and also from Angry Turtle and Mr. Westak, but I did some tweaks on the build so you can get a little bit more damage and resistances. With this build you can get up to 3600 with the normal Holy Fire, so with the Vampire, and up to 4400 with the Furious version. But before we go to the other weapons as well, please don't forget,
smash that like, hit subscribe, do it for your favorite freaky alien.
Okay, let's start with the start of the season for me, the Holy Fire. So the original version with Vampire plus 25 weapon speed, plus 50 durability, and I also added Pyromaniacs to give a boost on the damage. Also with Napalm Tank and a huge propel tank, so you have more capacity and can take advantage of the Bullet Storm. Next, we have the Holy Fire, but with the Furious, and also with plus 3 intelligence in the third start without Pyromaniacs. You can do about 4600 damage on the Guardian with this weapon. Next, we have a Furious Prime Plasma Rifle that has Furious, plus 50% limb damage, plus 3 intelligence, and plus 25 damage per creeped limb. That's bullies. I didn't have the pinpointers, and it has a Prime Capacitor, a True Flamer Barrel, and a short scope. You can get easily around 6900 damage with this weapon on the Guardian. And for last, we have another plasma rifle, but now the Enclave version. And I know that all the videos that I saw, they gave emphasis on having a scope on the weapon, but actually you don't need it. I didn't have the mod to add to my Enclave, so I did just some testing without it, and it's the same. So, how you kill the Guardian with the Holy Fire only? You push the button and then you jump on top of this pipe and you crouch. You need to be a little bit on the edge of the pipe, so almost at the end of the pipe, but you still need to be above the ground. As the Holy Fire, if you are using only the Holy Fire and not exchanging weapons to kill later, you can take full advantage of the Bullet Storm stacks. And then as the Holy Fire is also a heavy weapon, you can take fully advantage of the reflective and the bullet shield, while you also heals yourself at the same time, so you don't need to deploy steam packs. And also you're accumulating bullet storm stacks, so once the shield is down and is depleted, you can start just doing a very good amount of damage itself on the Guardian. This is the best easygoing method to go to the Guardian around a minute.
The system says 80% of you freeloaders aren't subscribed. Hit the button. Engage the algorithm. I need this to go intergalactic.
So the next method is using the Holy Fire first as a heavy weapon to reflect the damage and also heal yourself, and later on exchanging for the plasma rifle with the scope, so you can aim and get all the bonuses from the scoped per card. You can get around 6,900 with the scope, but using the Enclave without the scope you get less 1000, so 6,000. No, not that bad, and actually you don't need it. It's faster by only some few seconds. So yeah, you have this choice as well. The only issue here that you need to have ultra sight ammo, and right now the ultra sight ammo is not dropping as much as it used to be, but you also can farm with the Guardian. So if you wanted to farm first a little bit before you start using this weapon, is also a choice. And if you wanted to farm ammo, just after you kill the Guardian, just swap for the weapon that you want the ammo for, and that's it. On my runs, I was farming Ultra Sight 45 for my Elder Mark. So next, let me show you quite quickly the version of the Enclave Plasma without the scope. Damage wise, it's almost the same. You're getting like about less 1000 per hit. And also for just some few hits, because you never get like the maximum damage all the time, so it's gonna build up. Another thing to consider here is range. Like the range is awful because it's a flamer and the Enclave has like a short range compared to the Holy Fire. So you really need to be like over the edge of the pipe so you can hit the Guardian. And for last, if you have two Holy Fires, another one that's a spare, you can build the spare one as a Furious. So you can use both Holy Fires. You're gonna use the Vampire to deflect the damage and kill the shield, and also to heal yourself, and then swap to the Furious to get like more damage and kill the Guardian faster. The only thing here to point out is because you're swapping weapons, you're also losing the Bullet Storm stacks. With the Furious, you're gonna get like the maximum of like 5-6 stacks of Bullet Storm. And with the Vampire, if you don't exchange weapons, you're gonna get like the maximum of 10 stacks. But using a Furious Holy Fire or a Plasma or a Enclave Plasma is the best way to get this done under a minute, is the most consistent ways. So use like a second weapon if you want to do faster. Alright, let's jump to the build. So for this build, you're gonna need 9 on strength, 9 on perception, 9 on endurance, 3 on charisma, 3 on intelligence, 15 on agility, and 8 on luck. These numbers are related to the legendary cards that you have equipped in your character, so you can adjust as you like. For the legendary cards, I'm using Taking One for the team, Follow Through, Luck, Strength, Perception, and Intelligence. For the perk cards, I'm using Bringing the Big Guns, Scatter Shot, Traveling Pharmacy, Easy Target, Bullet Storm, Lock and Load. For Perception, Number Cruncher, Center Masochist, Skid Shooter, Tormentor, Tank Killer, and Smart Shot. For Endurance, Life Giver, True Hiker, Bullet Shield, Starched Jeans. Charisma, Stranger Numbers and Tenderizer. Intelligence, Nerd Rage, Science, Pyromaniac, Pyrotechnician, batteries included. For Agility, Covert Operative, Gunslinger, Gunslinger Expert, Guerrilla, Guerrilla Expert, and Guerrilla Master. For Luck, Better Criticals, on 2, Ricochet, 3 Class Freak, 1 Junk Shield, 2 Good Assault, 1 Gun Army, and Critical Save. Worth to say that my adjustments were mostly adding Junk Shield and Nerd Rage to the roast, also some very small tweaks on Perception and Strength. As I said before, you're gonna need a troubleshooter set of power armor, and I would advise you to add the magic pump on torso so you can avoid to be killed accidentally. Now, something very important. If you're looking to use Nerd Rage or Junk Shield per cards, there is a bug that has been ongoing since the introduction on the Gun Fusion update that led them to deactivating the punch card machines. So for get around on this and get the maximum stats from these cards, and this is not exploiting anything because it's broken, the game is broken, and they didn't fix since the last, it's been like 3-4 months already, and there is still not a fix even after they introducing a new season, completely new season. So I'm gonna just show you how you come around for this issue. So basically, when you log into the game, the first place that you spawn is your active cell, and it's gonna remain your active cell until you go to a punch card and change builds quickly. And being your active cell, your cards, like the parameters of your cards, the variables, that means like, for example, Nerd Rage, you need to have your health down so you get more damage and more AP regeneration, and Junk Shield, the amount of shield that you get, more resistance and damage resistance you get as well. So what you want to do is lock these stats before you leave your active cell, and also your active cell cannot be a place that you're going to return often, because otherwise if you have like different variables on your stats, it's going to change and you need to repeat the process all again. Once you're logged in, it's your active cell, right? Or you go to a punch card like my tent. I'm using my tent as a reference, and then you have an active cell. So you go there And with the cards, you need to get junk, so you can get the resistance from junk shield, and also get your health down to 4, so you get the maximum variables from nerd rage. My advice is doing this outside of power armor because you get like a little bit more from junk shield. Now just check your stats to see if the values are there, and if they are, you can fast travel to the place that you want. And once you fast travel and you arrive to the place, you can use other ways to get rid of your rats, to get your health up again. And also you can dump your junk to a scrap box because these stats won't change. And that's it. That is the go around for the issue. And let's hope that Bethesda fix this in the next months, maybe. Let's see. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you stay until now, please don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. As usual, stay bold, stay Brazilian, keep it weird, my freaks, and I see you there on the wasteland. Bye bye.